So, short stream today. Basically, I'm gonna kill Gladys. Oops, Jesus. That's loud. Okay. I'm gonna kill Gladys. And if by some miracle that doesn't take an hour of me fumbling with the controls because I can't. I end up keeping my middle finger on W and my forefinger on E. So then when it comes time to back up, I just don't move my finger back. So I end up just trying to move forward. Like you do. Anyway, if by some miracle killing Gladys doesn't take me an hour or more, that sucks. Then I will talk a minute about whatever is going on just to give this this stream some time. And then I will leave because, well, it's my 8-hour shift today, and those are always balls. Plus, it's the weekend, so there's the weekend deal, and everyone's gonna be trying to use coupons with deals, even though that's not how anything works. Like, I don't understand. It's already discounted. I don't know any store that lets you discount more than once. Especially when it's, except for like maybe retail stores let you use a coupon on something that's already reduced. Maybe. Sometimes. I don't think we did that at Dollar General. I was just like, it's already on sale. You can't use a coupon. It was mostly because we had to put the discounts in manually. There were a lot of sales where it was just like, oh, this is 50% off. It didn't ring up for 50% off. That's okay, and we have to put in the 50% off manually. But that's a discount, and our system doesn't let you discount it more than once. So if you try to use a coupon on something that we have to manually discount, then it's just going to be like, sorry, can't do that. You have no idea how upset people get when they can't pay 3 cents for a $4 item. God, the entitlement was so real. Anyway, this is not what you came here for. This thing is still connecting. Why? 2 viewers already, goddamn. My messy ass hair. Connect! Come on, baby, you can do it. I believe in you. Shit. Alright, hold on. Fuck. Alright. What Wi-Fi am I using? Am I using Crit Run? I'm using Crit Run, right? Hold on. Yeah, I'm using the right Wi-Fi. Ugh, technical difficulties. Why must you do this to me? Oh. I can finish the game. Well, I got 2 things. It still says I'm connecting. I'm just gonna put it on here. Even though the text will be small as balls. I'll have to be like, to read it. Okay. Ooh, 4 viewers. Good damn. Popular today. Go away. You're useless. banished you. Microscopic. Savage. Alright. Ooh, 5 viewers. Shit. Alright. Jesus. I'm not gonna maximize that, but I am gonna make it. Oh, Jesus, I just said I wasn't gonna maximize it. Come on. Alright. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. A little bit. But, okay, so now I can still see the stream health. And, cool. So, oh yeah, I need this. I need to make myself smaller so that I can see what the hell's going on. So that you can see what the hell's going on in Portal. I am tiny. Okay. It's cool. My face is not important. Alright. Alrighty then. What the fuck was I doing? Oh yeah, Portal. And we're loading. That's weird. Why is it putting me there on the stream? Am I in like... Oh no, why is it not showing up? Okay, good, there it is. Jesus. Ah, that's right, there's a delay. I forgot there was a delay. Alright. Loading. Miss the funny things that she's going to shout at me. Load game. Oh my god. My computer is being very slow for some reason. I hope this doesn't interfere with the stream. I don't need this. Well, actually, I do need this anymore, but... This is my camera! I have a letterbox situation going on. It's got those 2 little black strips, and I wonder if there's a way to fix that, because there's no way to make my screen bigger. What is taking so long, computer? And why are you freaking out? Why are you freaking out? Why are you freaking out? Oh my god. Oh my god. Stream health is just dying. Holy crap. Holy crap. What is happening? Why is this happening to me? Why do bad things happen to mediocre people? Are you frozen? Let it go. Well, that's the stream, you guys. Thanks for coming, and I hope you have a good day. Balls. Okay. Oh no, I can't get out. Oh no. Oh no. The game is frozen, y'all. Let's see. I'm gonna go over here and click that and click close window. Close it. Close portal. Come on. Close it. Oh boy. Hold on. There we go. Oh, 1 second. It's because you didn't watch my two stream. It does know. It probably knows. It's probably aware. Alright, we're gonna try that again. Let's try opening it from Stream directly. Steam from Steam directly. Library. Portal. Play it. Had to do the dishes this morning because they've been sitting there for 3 days, and the last time that happened they were sitting there for a week before I finally got fed up and said, hey, do your fucking dishes. I'm like, it's not hard, we have a chore wheel. I may not do mine the night of, but I definitely do it the morning after while I'm waiting for coffee to brew. I only have 1 day, so, I mean, it's not that difficult. And I fucking hate dishes, yo. If we all ate off paper plates and paper bowls and everything for the rest of our lives, I would be more than happy with that. But I still do my dishes. So it upsets me when they sit there for a week. We ran out of coffee cups. That's why I did the dishes. We ran out of coffee cups. Holy crap, that took like 5 minutes to load. I might not have a stream today, you guys. Super exciting. Oh, I'm back down to 2 viewers. Yep. That's legit. That's legit. Loading. I'm not gonna start this game over.
Comfortable while I warm up the neurotoxin emitters.
Oh shit.
That core may have had some ancillary responsibilities. I can't shut off the turret defenses. Oh well. If you want my advice, you should just lie down in front of a rocket. Trust me, it'll be a lot less painful than the neurotoxin. Alright. Keep doing whatever it is you think you're doing. Killing you and giving you good advice aren't mutually exclusive. The rocket really is the way to go. It's the fluid catalytic cracking unit. It made shoes for orphans. Nice job breaking it, hero.
Oh my god! What are you doing?
This isn't brave. It's murder.
Where'd you
What
go?
did I ever do to
Fuck!
you? The difference between us is that I can feel pain. You don't even care, do you?
Who are you? What is that? Oh, what's that? What's that?
Did you hear me? I said you don't care. Are you listening?
No. I got a job to do.
That's it. I'm done reasoning with you. Starting now, there's going to be a lot less conversation and a lot more
Do
killing.
you smell something burning?
You think you're doing some damage?
2 + 2 is...
In base 4, I'm fine. About your behavior. Well, you've managed to destroy that part of me. Unfortunately, as much as I'd love to now, I can't get the neurotoxin into your head any faster. I'd just like to point out that you were given every opportunity to succeed, There was even going to be a party for you. A big party.
Oh, fuck.
where all
Come
your
on.
friends
I
were
jumped.
invited to. I invited your best friend, the companion cube. Of
The
course,
companion cube that I had for
you
one
couldn't because you were
episode?
different. All your other
Oh,
friends
come
couldn't
on.
come either because you don't have any other friends, because of how unlikable you are. It says so right here in your personnel file. Unlikable. Liked by no one. A big unlikable loner whose passing shall not be mourned. Shall not be mourned. That's exactly what it says.
I mean, is there a place I can jump
Very
from? No,
formal.
not really.
Very
Alright.
official. It also says you were adopted. So that's funny too.
Listen, I did it before, I know I did.
Speaking of curiosity, you're curious about what happens after you die, right? Guess what? I know.
Oops,
You're
shit.
going to find out firsthand before I finish explaining it though, so I won't bother. Here's a hint. You're gonna want to pack as much living as you can into the next couple of minutes. That thing you burned up isn't important to me. It's the fluid catalytic cracking unit. It made shoes for orphans. Nice job breaking it, hero.
Ah!
This isn't brave. It's murder.
Oh, finally.
What did I ever do to you? The difference between us is that I can feel pain. You don't even care, do you?
Alright.
Did you hear me? I said you don't care. Are you listening?
Nope.
That's it. Neurotoxin. So deadly. Joking.
Kidding.
When I said deadly neurotoxin, the deadly was in massive sarcasm quote.
Oh,
I
fuck.
could take a bath in this stuff, put it on cereal, rub it right into my eyes. Honestly, it's not deadly at all.
To me.
You, on the other hand, are going to find its deadliness a lot less funny. Who's gonna make it? You.
Alright, where'd you go?
Look,
Okay.
you're wasting your time. And believe me, you don't have a whole lot left to waste. What's your point anyway? Survival. Well then, the last thing you want to do is hurt me. I have your brain scanned and permanently backed up in case something terrible happens to you. Which it's just about to. Don't believe me? Here, I'll put you on. That's you. That's how dumb you sound. You've been wrong about every single thing you've ever done, including this thing. You're not smart. You're not a scientist. You're not a doctor. You're not even a full-time employee. Where did your life go so wrong? Are you trying to escape? Things have changed since the last time you left the building. What's going on up there will make you wish you were back in here.
I
have
got you.
capacity for knowledge, and even I'm not sure what's going on outside.
Oh, fuck's sake.
All I know is I'm the only thing standing between us and the beyond. Well, our lives. Unless you have a plan for building some simple computer parts in a big hurry, this place isn't going to be safe much longer. Good job on that, by the way. Sarcasm, seer self-test complete. Stop squirming and die like an adult or I'm going to delete your backup. Stop! Okay, enough. I deleted it. No matter what happens now, you're dead. You're still shocking.
You think definitely is gone. I just struck you from the permanent
Record.
Your entire life has been a mathematical error. A mathematical error I'm about to correct.
Oh. Oh, man. My stream is just not working.
Thank you for assuming the potty air curd submission position.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science.
Yay!
Do what we must.
I finally have chat
because
back.
We can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry. I'm being so sincere right now. Even though you broke my heart and killed me and tore me to pieces and threw every piece into a fire. As they burned, it hurt because I was so happy for you. Now these points of data make a beautiful line, and we're out of data, we're releasing on time. So I'm glad I got burned. Think of all the things we learned for the people who are still alive. Go ahead and leave me. I think I prefer to stay inside. Maybe you'll find someone else to help you. Maybe Black Mesa. That was a joke, haha, that chance. Anyway, this cake is great. It's so delicious and moist. Look at me still talking when there's science to do. When I look up there, it makes me glad I'm not you. I've experiments to run. There is research to be done on the people who are still alive. And believe me, I am still alive. I'm doing science and I'm still alive. I feel fantastic and I'm still alive. While you're dying, I'll be still alive. And when you're dead, I will be still alive. Still alive. Still alive.
Cake! I really like the video that somebody did for that song. Cause it's like shows the little portal guy jumping through things and finally gets onto a ledge and there's cake. And then the cake he's like, woohoo! And the cake disappears and he's like like, what? It's so funny. Achievements. Oh, come on. I should have that one. I did at least 2. They were accidents, but still. Knocked down a turret with another turret. Advanced maps. Jump 300 feet. How am I supposed to mark that? Terminal velocity. Fall 30,000 feet. Where? Do whatever it takes to survive. Complete portal. Acquire the fully powered Aperture Science handheld portal device. Make the correct party escort submission position decision. Alrighty, so that was Portal. This app is useless. Like, I downloaded the Twitch app for my desktop, and it's just not great. Sorry, Twitch! Just telling it like it is. 55.2 FM. Bonus maps? You know, I beat the game and I feel like that's what's important here. And it didn't take forever. I really thought it would take more than one try. But I mean, it just goes to show that when you got a problem that you're really stuck on, you just gotta set it down for a while. I tell you what, it's what I did with Darksiders. I was really frustrated because I couldn't beat Tiamat, and after you start her challenge, you can't really do anything else. You can't like back out of it and be like, oh, my bad, I didn't have enough things or whatever. And oh, I mean, you know, I'm just gonna sit here and talk for a while, so I'm gonna maybe options. Let's see, options. Audio. Thank you, tablet. Anyway, maybe I just won't have that running. You can still see it when it's... Yeah, you can still see the picture, but it's not noisy. So, connecting? Oh. I don't have to work for another hour and a half and there's pizza in the oven. Ooh, that sounds nice. Our oven's broken. I'm gonna make myself bigger here. There I am. There's my beautiful face. Alright. Boom. Alright, so. Yeah, no, so I set Darksiders down and I didn't come back to it for like 3 months. And then I picked it up and I was like, oh, Tiamat? Whatever. Tiamat? More like Tia Doormat. I don't know, I can't think of things. That was not clever or funny. Any hoozle. So, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna check my bank account. Yes, thank you, phone. That was one of the things I would say. It's the 3rd? Okay, so they probably haven't taken the money out of my account. But, I mean, never hurts to check. And then I'll, you know, I'm just waiting for, you know, I'm waiting for bills to come out so that I am more comfortable spending money on, like, food. And I need a new toothbrush. And I need a new scrubby for the bathroom. Adulting! Anyway. It appears they did not. That's okay. It'll happen tomorrow or the next day or, you know, whenever the fuck they get around to it. Anyway, I'm gonna take this off. It's uncomfortable. Well, I mean, it's not uncomfortable. It's just, there's no point. So, I think I will spend the rest of my morning until 1 o'clock planning contingencies for the D&D campaign that's coming up this week because my players are just gonna die. They're just gonna die. I'm really sad about that, actually. I mean, the dungeon is only like a quarter explored. It's a nice dungeon, too. And there's puzzles and side bosses. But I think what's probably going to happen is somebody's going to escape. You can't hear me! Like at all? You just want me to wear the headset, don't you? Alright, where'd you lose me? $10.10 would watch you play Half-Life. I don't own Half-Life. And I don't have money for video games. So if you want me to play it, you're going to have to buy it or wait. Yeah. I mean, I guess I could turn up my mic volume. Where is my mic volume? Oh, it's that one that's glowing because I'm talking. How about now? Can you hear me better now? You heard all that D&D stuff. Oh, well, shit. So, yes, I'm going to spend the rest of this morning probably, planning some D&D things because it is highly unlikely that you'll survive this encounter. Highly unlikely. Okay. I think we were only a couple of rounds in. I'm gonna have to watch the last, I think, half hour of our last session, because I think we were a couple of rounds into battle, and I need to know who was going where. Sure. Listen, you don't know what you're up against, and I do, right? Oh, that reminds me. I wonder if can I do an image capture? I think I'll try and do an image capture here. I'm gonna fuck around with the stream. There's nothing going on here. I'm not gonna play the bonus maps right now, and I'm not gonna play the challenge maps probably ever. And I'm not gonna start Portal 2 at the moment. I'm gonna do a nice little. I found my Inspector Parker CD, so now I've got Inspector Parker and Betrapped, which is just a little puzzle minesweeper game, but inspection-wise, it's pretty cool. So I am going to, where is it? It is in the Players folder. Players Quick Combat Guide. That. Alright. Good to know. Whoops. Let's put you over here. Actually, can we open you with something else? I don't want to open you with PDF. Can we... It's an image. Like, can I open with... What can I open you with? Oh. Only that. Alright, fine. Be that way. And... Fuck. Go away. So, add that. Can I do an image capture? Oh, fuck, I can't see anything. Damn. I'm fucking blind, yo. Cambrian? That's not the right word. What is this? Make Adobe Acrobat my default. I mean, it's a PDF reader, it's the only one I have. So yes, make it the default. Oh, for fuck's sake. Continue. Oh, wait, no. Oh, I opened it with the wrong thing. No, go away. No, cancel. Alright. Why did you open with DC? My subscription ran out and I can't renew it because you guys are stupid and you don't take Discover. Although, what? Wait. Fuck. What are you? Oh, you're a Visa now. Well, they accept Visa. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm broke. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. I'm trying to do an image capture. Ton of cultists. Did not attack us. They're called Cambions, is the word you're looking for. But your character doesn't know that because your character is fucking blind. Thanks, Varys. Media source? That might be it. Oh, yay. Oh, they want like a video thing. No, that's not. Delete. Yep. Okay. Image. Well, that's not it either. Oh, because it shows as a cancel. Okay, hold on a second. Let me fucking Dropbox. That's a friggin'... Okay, so it would be... it would be... Not display... Window capture. Yep, that one. Alright. So there's that. I'm gonna make that a little bit wider. Right, so. This is an awesome thing. Look at this beautiful bullshit. Look at it. Would Varys know what they are if he took the time to care? The thing about it is it's not like... You're in the middle of battle. Like, you have 6 seconds to basically take your entire turn. Right? And... like, they have example interactions right here. And this is like your main actions turns. Disengage, dodge, help, hide, ready, search. And as far as I am concerned, taking the time to roll a skill check is an action. And it basically falls under, like, search, you know? Well, hold on a second. Yeah. I mean... last time, to be fair, last time you were blowing dust in someone's eyes to blind them, and in this case, you blew out all the lights and shot a party member in the foot, basically. I mean... but, yes, if you took your action to do, like, some kind of intelligence check, right? And rolled high enough, you'd be like, oh, those are fucking Cambions. Shit. Shit, they can see in the dark. Oh boy. But you kind of already know that because they both aimed at you. But yeah, so I might have to set up a secondary location for one, maybe two of you to retreat to recruit help to go back in and, you know, try and finish the job. Also, I think I will take some time and get my NPC information under better control, because, like, there were a couple of times where I was like, the little NPC sheet that I have is, it's alright, but it's mostly for, like fighters. It's not for spellcasters. You're such a paladin. Alright. Go there and that. Alright, so mist on the front. Oh, are you Tabaxi? So what's probably gonna happen is poor Tegan. Always forgotten. Listen, he's still there. So is Garay. Tegan's little NPC sheet. That's all I need for him currently for like battle purposes. It's got his 2 attacks. He's got a longsword and his crossbow. Yeah, and which I've been doing the damage wrong on that. I've been basically doing hand crossbow damage because I thought there were 3. I thought like a hand crossbow did like D4 damage, and I thought like a regular crossbow did D6 damage, and then I thought like the heavy crossbow, and the heavy crossbow does 1D10, which is what he has, and I have not been doing that. But and I didn't check because hubris. So yeah. Link deleted. I don't allow links in my chat on Twitch because eventually I hope to be popular on here. And I know that some people are inappropriate, so I don't want those links to go somewhere naughty or mean. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, but you can put it in the messenger chat. But yes, what will most likely happen is that many of you will die, and hopefully someone will retreat. Hopefully. Hopefully someone will retreat, and then, escape, because there is an exit. It's right at the start where you guys started. Also, I have a question. Like, what is your guys' what are your characters' nighttime rituals? This is kind of important. I'm gonna ask Mom too, because she's not here. Because there might be a thing that you know now that you didn't before. Oh, Varys might know it anyway. He's been shoving books in his pack. Oh no, Varys isn't actually included in that because you met him there, but for Marcool and Morgan and Tegan, it's quite important. Yeah, so the people who die with their backup characters, I will probably have them be part of some type of, for hire situation. Like, maybe they belong to a guild whose job is specifically to provide muscle. That's it. You plop down, you talk to Cord. Hey Cord, what's up? And then you just kind of roll onto your side and then go to sleep. Alright. Noted. But yeah, so yeah. And if none of you retreat, well, at least Tegan will live. Because he will retreat. He will absolutely retreat. If you guys all die, Tegan is just gonna leave. because he has to protect Ilea. And this isn't protecting Ilea. Okay. Good to know. Interesting. Good to know. Anyway. But yeah, Tegan will leave because his death does not protect Ilea. And then maybe he will recruit you all. We'll just have to see how it goes. I feel like this dungeon could have been better. I didn't want to overload it with bad guys, because there are plenty of rooms with fights in them. You just have skipped all of them. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I'm looking for capable men and women, or other, to, had some people with me, but they died. I can pay. Alright. Man, that was a short-ass stream. Honestly, I thought it was gonna take more than 5 minutes to kill Gladys. I feel bad about that. Like, I promised people my flailing for an hour, and I didn't deliver. The struggle was real, though. The hand-eye coordination struggle was definitely real. More real last night than it was this morning, clearly. But still. I mean, yeah. Definitely do that. I incorporated several of my original characters into this campaign, including Burden. Burden was supposed to be from a story about a prophecy, but the main character was not the chosen one, because the chosen one had already done his duty and and slayed the evil wizard or whatever. But like, her story is about dealing with the consequences of that. I have failed this stream. But Burden Ka Alanzarin was one of 7 drow that were like captured by this evil wizard guy, and like they had so many slaves is the only way to put it, really, working for them to build their empire, and there was like a prophecy about a half drow, basically, and so the slaves engineered the birth of all these half drow, which was awesome. And now there's this community of half drow who just live in the forest, in this forest, and they protect this forest area. But the chosen one is among them, and he's a dick. He's an absolute asshole. And Burden is his father and the main character's father. So, it's pretty cool. Her name was Ferret. She was raised by Hyronians. They adore her. Anyway. Random information. I don't know. Maybe. It depends on if you survive. You might. Varys and Marcool might not. I'm just gonna put this over here. There we go. I really like that story. I haven't worked on it in like 8 years. Hold on a second. Maybe if he went to the website that I told him about explicitly in the email. One sec. Mystery intensifies. Yes. Yes, it does. More random information. I was talking to a coworker the other day, and I was talking about how if I ever owned a restaurant franchise, like a restaurant with more than one location, I would have the menu be exactly the same, but each venue would have a different theme. Like there'd be a pirate boat theme, and there'd be a 50s roller rink theme, or not roller rink, but you know, the 50s diner, black and white tiles, chrome railings theme, and then there'd be like a fancy ass restaurant theme. You can get it. You can get it as a hand. You can get it as a physical book. I know because Tyler has one. Ooh, what kind of pizza? Come in. One sec. Cool, thanks. I'm gonna get food. I love it when people buy me food. Tombstone pepperoni. I don't like pepperoni. Unpopular opinion. Super unpopular opinion. You don't like pepperoni? What's wrong with you, you monster? I can't have it. Listen, it tastes like greasy metal in my mouth. And then my mouth is like, I hope you're prepared to taste this for like 4 hours. Because I'm not letting it go. You fucked up, says my taste buds. Gosh, there's not a whole lot of... I've only been on for an hour. Not even an hour. I don't wanna let the stream go. You know what? I'm just gonna start playing Betrapped. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna move this over here now. I'm gonna see if I can initialize that. Decompressing graphics. Yeah. Nah. Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, if I only had, what's it like? It's like $5. If I only had $5 and they didn't have a cheese version, I would probably just eat that too, just because I needed food. If it was like the only option, but I think I would probably prefer to get just a bunch of. Sure. Okay. Oh, jeez. It's not through Steam, so I had some trouble getting out of there. Alright, so that. Add game capture. That. It's called Betrapped. Alright, and then. Specific window? Is Portal still up? Oh, Portal is still up. Oh, shit. What is that? Adobe Quick Reference Guide. Ah, here we go. There we go. Okie dokie. So that is there, and then I'm gonna put myself over here again. 4-ish after tax. Yeah. And there is a. Yeah, I know, but like if they were out of the cheese version is what I mean. Like if they didn't have it, or if it was discontinued, or if basically if pepperoni were my only option, I would eat it because nourishment. But I gotta close this game. Yeah. Where? What? Oh. Quit. Okay. I'm gonna close that. I don't need it anymore. Here we go. Ah. Ah. It's not showing. Properties. I can't fucking. Capture specific window, betrapped. Yeah. I don't know why. Lord. Okay. There we go. Ooh, okay. Two seconds. Okay. Oh. You don't get to name yourself? Nah, alright. Fine. Chief Inspector Parker of Scotland Yard clung to the rail of the boat and his lunch as the vessel heaved in the storm surge. He could just make out the blob of a dark island ahead and the stony shape of Ravencourt Castle. Lord North Vandernaut of Ravencourt Castle had died recently. Very recently. His heiress was a young American named May Vandernaut, and according to her family solicitor, someone was trying to kill her. Before Parker could get specifics from the man, the phone had gone dead, and so he had taken the next train up from London. What else could a chief inspector do? Thanks to the storm, he'd barely had enough time to send in a call to the local constable requesting information and to hire the last possible boat out. Alone, he would have to sniff out the would-be murderer and incapacitate him until help could arrive. He found that he was quite looking forward to it. Cool. Move Parker. Tiles will light up as Parker steps on them. If a tile is blue, there are no traps on the adjacent eight adjacent tiles. Move carefully. If you step on a trap, you will lose a life. Storm surge. Listen. Welcome. Oh. Next. Disarming traps. When a tile is green, it means that there's one weapon on an adjacent tile. When you think you know the location of a trap, suspect... Right click. Okay. I'm really good at Minesweeper. Congratulations, you've disarmed the room. After disarming a room, you are free to exit to the next level. Click on the door towards the right of your screen now to exit. This room has 5 booby traps! Yep. If a tile begins to flash quickly, or flash a skull, get off quickly. A remote weapon is pointed at this tile, and if you stand on it, you will lose a life. As you continue around the room, you can find and disarm the trap that is aimed here. Right. After you solve a board, explore the room for objects related to the mystery. Hit spacebar and all the story items will be highlighted. Click on each one. You will be asked to solve the mystery at the end. There is one story item in this room, the vent. Click on it to see what happens. Come in! Not much, streaming. I know. Mm-hmm.
You're streaming it, aren't you?
Yeah, I said that. Like 2 seconds ago, you said, "What's up?" and I said, "Nothing. Streaming."
Oh, I got the nothing. I heard what I wanted.
I know you did. I know you did.
I just woke up. What are you playing?
I am playing Betrapped right now. I thought that I would still be trying to kill Gladys at this moment, but apparently all I needed was a night's sleep and two Marvel movies because I killed her in one go, barely in one go.
Gladys.
From Portal.
Portal. Oh,
Yeah.
you beat Portal already?
Yeah. I mean it's only 19 levels.
You beat the puzzles?
That is how you win the game.
I wonder if single player is easier. I don't know. Well, good for you. Maybe you're just smarter than me, too. Like,
I think you might be talking about Portal 2.
yeah, Portal 2.
Yeah, no, I beat Portal 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is only a single player game as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, no, Portal 1 is. Portal 2 is 2 player.
Okay.
And they got some really cool puzzles. Super.
Which means that Marcus is gonna get annoyed at me.
Why?
Because he wants to be my player too.
Maybe I would.
No, you have to go over here. Over here is subjective. Which over here, Marcus? This is the conversation that we're gonna have the most.
You know, I do enjoy playing video games too.
I play my video games in the morning.
I play them pretty much every chance I get.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
And you-
Anyway, we're done with that conversation.
Okay.
And I muted it.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I'm playing Betrapped, which is, have you ever played Inspector Parker? It's a mystery game. Yeah. This is like the story version of that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna play that for till noon, and then I'm gonna fuck off.
Alright, well then I'll finish it to work.
Yeah. Well, I will leave at work at 1:30-ish. Well, I get ready for work at 1:30, and then I leave at like 1:40, 1:45. But still, I want some time for me because I gotta plan for my player's eventual demise. Rick said he was going to be picking up kitty litter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of went through the fair stuff. I cleaned it the best I could.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like,
It was pretty nasty in there, man.
yeah, it was. It was really nice.
Yeah, you need to do that more often. Less Monster Hunter, more ferret care. Saying what? Oh, that you're gonna die? 'Cause you are. Anyway. Varys says hello, by the way. I'm sure he said hello back. Come in. Oh, one of my players on the stream says hello.
Hi.
Yeah, he says hi. I like how I look at the tablet where the chat is instead of the camera, like I'm making eye contact. Varys. Oh, somebody's talking. Giant guest boss killer, yeah. Shikasta! Oh my god, the new campaign is so good. There are voices coming from the vent. Do you hear what I said, Franklin? That odious, arrogant solicitor told me I couldn't call myself Lady Vandernaut anymore. I was married to Lord Vandernaut, wasn't I, for 8 long years? Oh, mother. Well, wasn't I? Doesn't 8 years entitle me to some respect? Come in. Yes! Fucking band-aids! Because I need them. I keep hurting myself. Thank you. I'm just gonna put this right over here. Oop, that's gonna unplug that. It's just a name, and May has every right to it. What rights? What did she ever do for this family? I should have known you wouldn't care. You didn't lift a finger when your own mother was being robbed of her rightful inheritance. I'm too busy to argue with you. Fine, then don't argue. But this time, Franklin, I swear to God, I expect you to do something. Ah, my first glimpse of the happy Vandernaut family. Haha, the British are so wry. Door. On my way, I saw movement in the windows of the West Wing. Given the urgency of the situation, I'd better head there first. Oh, that way. To make your gameplay quick as lightning, turn on Quick Walk. Parker's walk happens instantly. Where's the fun in that? Whoops, that is not where I clicked. Oh well, it's disarmed. Ah, the recently deceased North Vandernaut. Dreadful shame, but what is that gaudy thing around his neck. The bloodstone, is it? Not my cup of tea. This portrait is at least 10 years old. The elder Lord Vandernot had been dead for some time, and North was more recently a lord of the manor. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's it. Ah. I mean, I do. Oops, shit, wrong button. Oh well. First inventory item. As a rule, pick up everything that you can. To pick up an item, just click on it. If it is something you can take, it will go into the inventory. You can scroll through your inventory with the buttons at the lower right of the screen. Yeah, I know. Dear Chief Inspector Parker, received your request for information. We've put together a dossier on everyone staying at Ravencourt Castle. We'll send over some assistance tomorrow, scratched out, when the storm clears. Constable Huckle. A. Options. Gallery. Ooh. Countess Rodriguez arrived for North Vandernet's funeral and is a guest at the castle. Come in. I'm not infallible, and I admit my mistakes. It does need to be refreshed. That's disgusting. Hey! Get the cat out of my room.
I don't know.
Stop letting cats in my room.
I didn't know.
Oh my god, don't leave the door open then.
There's a cat on your bed.
Go get the water bottle.
Nora, shoot.
A moment, please. There's nothing wrong with the cats. What's wrong with the situation is the litter boxes don't get cleaned enough, and the last time a cat was in my room, they peed. That's what's wrong with the cats. So the cats are not allowed in my room, which is a shame, because that means I have to keep my door closed all the time. And until I recently figured out how to close the vent under my dresser, that meant that anytime they turned on the heat, my room would get fucking boiling. Because there's 3 vents in my room. For some reason. Okay, she hails from Madrid and has implied a past intimate relationship with North. Nothing more is known of her background. Edmund Dashalot. Dashalot is a minor celebrity, one of the adventurers that is always in the papers. His name has been linked with North Vandernats in the past, and they were occasional traveling partners. He's from London, and he arrived for the funeral last week. There have been some rumors in the papers lately that he's flat broke. Major Gerald Gunn. Major Gunn is retired veteran of Her Majesty's Armed Forces. His service record is good, served in both India and Africa. Originally, he is from Shropshire area. Shropshire. Not much is known about him here. He arrived for North's funeral and is staying at the castle. Fu Ling. Fu Ling is a guest at the castle, having arrived for North Vandernat's funeral. Little is known about him except that he's some kind of performer, and he says he's from Shanghai. Milton Masterweed. Masterweed is a partner in the firm of Masterweed, Tippy, and Strew of York. He's been the family solicitor for the Vandernats for 20 years, and is the executor of North Vandernat's will. He is a family man and a respected community leader. Means he's evil. Franklin Egerton. Oh, he looks miserable. Franklin Egerton is Barbara Vandernat's son from her marriage to Joseph Egerton. He is 33 years old and is unmarried. He attended Eton and Oxford, where he took a first in biology. He is a member of the Royal Society of Entomologists and has published several scientific papers. He resides at Ravencourt Castle. Philippa Egerton, who looks weirdly familiar. She looks like an actress that I have seen recently. I'm trying to place the name. Sure. Philippa Egerton is Barbara Vandernat's daughter from her marriage to Joseph Egerton. She is 30 years of age and is unmarried. She attended Mrs. Simpson's finishing school for young ladies until the age of 18. Since then, she has resided at Ravencourt Castle. Barbara Vandernat. Barbara Egerton Vandernat was the wife of the late Rupert Vandernat, North Vandernat's father. She was his second wife and brought 2 children to the marriage. She is 50 years of age and resides at Ravencourt Castle. Lady May Vandernat is heiress to the Vandernat estate and title. From Albany, New York, May is the daughter of Clark Vandernat, North Vandernat's deceased brother. She is 23 years old and arrived in England last week for North's funeral and the reading of the will. Colin Farrow is the gardener at Ravencourt Castle. He grew up in the village of Ravencourt and has worked at the castle since the age of 15. He is now 26. His father is a local butcher and is still living. His mother passed on last year. He has no siblings. He's had run-ins with the local police, mostly due to drunkenness and lewd behavior. Juliette Minouche is the housemaid at Ravencourt Castle. She has been employed there for 3 years. Her exact age is unknown, but she is probably in her late 20s. She is originally from Paris. Okay. The line is dead. Must be this blessed storm. Blessed. Why don't people live in the city where all the things actually work? Oh. In some rooms you will run across characters. You cannot speak to them until you've made the room safe. I say hello. Hello, I say. Oh, whoops. You can now speak to May Vandernaut. Talk to all the characters you run across and ask them questions from your topic list. They will tell you a lot about what is going on at Ravencourt. You can also return and speak to a character again later in the game. Press here to continue the dialogue. Excuse me, madam. Oh, certainly. I mean, yes, but who are you, sir? Madam, I am Chief Inspector Parker of Scotland Yard, and if I might presume, you must be May Vandernaut, the new heiress of Ravencourt Castle. Yes, I am, but how did you know? You're American, my dear. You have the look of wide-eyed innocence that our young ladies in Britain have lost these days. What? No. Oh my, well, oh goodness, but how did you get in here? We thought we were stranded in the storm. Very carefully, Lady Vandernaut. It is lucky for you that I managed. You see, I've come to save your life. Oh, that sounds dreadful. You've gone quite pale. Surely you realize that someone out there is out to harm you. There were more than a dozen deadly snares in this room alone. Well, this place did strike me as something of a rattletrap. Rattletrap? Good heavens. I'd get you away from here if I could, but since there's no chance of that in this storm, I will go through the house personally to make sure that it is safe. You are an extremely fortunate woman that I, Chief Inspector Parker, am here to protect you. Somehow that became very noir. Yes, well, that is certainly very nice of you. Thank you so much. Do you know where I might find Milton Masterwood, Masterwood? Oh. The family solicitor? He's the one who contacted me about this matter. Mr. Masterwood? He must be here somewhere. You might try the library. It's over in the East Wing. Tell me about your uncle, Lord North. Oh, but I never met him. You see, Daddy was the oldest, and he was supposed to inherit the title and all of that, but then he met my mother and, well, gave it up. Isn't that romantic? I suppose they were very young. Dick. Oh, yes, I suppose they were. Anyway, he followed her to America, and they had me, and then they died, you know. It was a car accident. I'm so sorry, my dear. So, for the past 8 years, I've lived with my mother's family. I've really had no contact with the Vandernauts at all. Believe me, Inspector, no one could have been more shocked than I was that I inherited all of this. And yet you are willing to leave the only home you ever knew. It is, of course, quite a fortune. Oh, I know it's a lot of money, and everyone must think I'm... Oh, but honestly, I haven't even got my head around the money part. I just feel responsible. It is my family, after all. I mean, my father was a Vandernaut, so it is my duty, isn't it? Indeed. There are quite a few guests staying here, are there not? What do you make of them? Well, I only arrived myself last week. Most of the guests are friends of Uncle Norse who came for the funeral. To be honest, everyone does seem a bit hanging on. Then again, there is this storm. You can be sure that I will determine everything... Oh, wow. Yeah, that got really... like, New Yorkian noir. You can be sure that I will determine exactly what everyone is doing here and assist them in finding their way as soon as the storm clears. God damn it. Oh, well, I don't really mean to... I mean, it's not my place. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Now, I need you to think carefully, Lady Vandernaut. Since you arrived, has anyone said or done anything that has seemed threatening to you? Oh, but Inspector, I mean, I'm such a fish out of water. Practically everyone would like to see me gone. Has anyone said so? Like, to my face, you mean? I don't want to get anyone in trouble. Oh, God, she has social anxiety. I mean, no one has said anything to my face, exactly. This could mean your life, madam. Okay. Well, Mr. Masterwood has been very kind to me, and let's see, Juliet the maid, she's very sweet too, and Countess Rodriguez too. So the rest of them are rude as the dickens, is that it? Well, I suppose, but... Oh, not Mr. Egerton either. He's been so very especially nice, and he's such an important scientist, too. Very well, madam. But I want you to tell me right away if you notice anything specific. Exit. Stuff. Famous jewel thief remains behind bars. Dirk Chamberlain, a.k.a. the Dirk the Smirk, was up for parole last week after having served 20 years at Hargate Prison for a botched heist at London's British Museum. His telltale M.O., including ransoming the jewel back to the owner and his use of black filament rope, convicted him of that crime. His defense says Chamberlain is now reformed, an elderly man. He expressed a desire to go live with one of his daughters. However, British opinion toward the French mastermind was unfavorable. Parole was denied. I'm sure that's not important. Some of the rules will have time traps. You have to find the trap and disarm it before timer expires. Oh. Oops. Nifty Chris! I know you! What up? Also, it has your name, but it doesn't say anything that you've said. If there's... I think there might be... Oh. Okay. What is there to... Oh, there's a person. There's two people. There are voices coming from the vent. Mark my words, Juliet, someday I'll find Smithers and kill him for running off and leaving me to do the butlering. Oh, that's... yeah. And with all these guests hanging about, if I had my way, they'd all be dumped into the sea and left to swim to the mainland. You would have run away too if you'd heard that horrible scream. I'm sick of hearing about that horrible scream. Gives me the creeps, it does. Wow, now that I have an accent. Well, I guess I'd better get ready for work. Yeah. I won't still be streaming because I do work 2 to 10 today. Yay. Well, 2 to 10:30. Technically, I close, so. Yep. But you can watch this rerun. And feel free to leave comments because nobody leaves comments on my or not rerun, but my stored posts. Which reminds me, I have to transfer the rest of them to YouTube. Okay. There was a scream. You can ask Lady Vandelot or Philippa. If you mean that old cow, she's not Lady Vandernaut no more, is she? It's a plain old Mrs. Vandernaut now, and you can bet she's having a fit about it. Anyway, she don't care about how North died. All she cares about is hating that American twit and scheming to get her hands on the estate. Poor North. It was so horrible, and I have the feeling it's not over yet. Oh, shut it. You'll have everyone on pins and needles, and this job is hard enough as it is. I'm going out to get some air. Later. What up? If I might have a word, sir. Who the devil are you? The devil has nothing to do with it. I am Chief Inspector Parker of Scotland Yard, and I've only just arrived. Chief Inspector, are you here on business, or were you a friend of North's? Very much business, I'm afraid. I hope this is about all the booby traps. A chap can hardly take a step in this house. At last, I was beginning to think I was imagining things. Not unless we're in the same nightmare. Edmund Dashalot, at your service. Came for the funeral, so what are you going to do about this trap business, then? Nobody else is doing anything about it? You've been staying here for like a week! Find the responsible party, Mr. Dashalot. To that end, I hope you will answer a few questions. Fire away. Tell me how you knew North Vandernaut. We were in the same profession, weren't we? Rogues, bushwhackers, riverbenders. Explorers, you mean? Adventurers, that's what London Post called me. Suits me, don't you think? It also suited Lord Vandernaut. I read a few articles of his exploits myself. Did you go adventuring together? Only once. Still, he was friends enough to come pay my respects. What do you know about North's family? He never said much about them, just that he was happy to get away from Ravencourt. I think that's the reason he traveled like he did. From what I seen this week, I can't blame him. That would be Philippa and Franklin Egerton, North's step-siblings, and Barbara Vandernaut, his stepmother. Mostly her, I think. She's a right witch, I can tell you. And she's not exactly grieving over North. The other two at least seem genuinely sorry. And have you heard them speak against May? To me? No. But then none of them have said more than 2 words to me since I got here. What do you make of the new heiress? Awkward girl. Of course, I have a way of making women nervous, but still, she's a timid bird. And American, to boot. Bound to be difficult for everyone. I've been making him just frickin' American. Like, you know, Indiana Jones style. It's the hat. I've tried to give her some advice, told her she needed a man about the place. Someone to look out for her rights. Anyone can see she hasn't the foggiest idea how to run an estate. It shouldn't be too hard for her to find someone. She's not bad to look at, and there is the estate she just inherited. Yes, well, it does sweeten the pot. Listen here, you're a man of the world. You must have seen something amiss. Have you any idea who's responsible for these traps? Not me, old man, but then I've been rather distracted with my grief. And well, there are some damned attractive ladies in this house. Yes, I can see you're heartbroken. The sass. That's it. Hey. Onward! Oh my god. Alright. Big place. Oh, well, I mean, yeah. kill everything is always heartless ones. Excuse me, miss, I need a word. I can't do French. Matt! Sorry. Matt! Don't leave the door open. Thank you. I'm Chief Inspector Parker from Scotland Yard. Oh, the police, but how did you get here with the storm, and why did you come so soon? Soon? What do you mean, soon? Oh, I don't know, only how have you come about Lord Vandernot? Because that was already so many days ago. Oh, she knows something. Look, here, I've come to look after the interests of May Vandernot. You're the housemaid, Juliet, aren't you? I'd like to ask you some questions. Mais oui, monsieur. Certainement. You worked for Lord North Vandernot for some time, I take it? Yep. Lord Vandernot was like a papa to me. When I meet him in Paris, I had just had a tragic love affair, and I wanted to leave France so desperately to get far, far away. Lord Vandernot offered me a job. I was so happy. Happy to have some place to go. Ravencourt, she is the only home I know. What do you make of the new mistress, then? Must be quite a shock for you. Don't like it much, I imagine. Makes no difference to me, only that it is so sad about Lord Vandernot. Yes, well, that goes without saying. And the new mistress, she is so... Yes, spit it out, girl. She's so helpless, like a kitten. I am afraid someone she will take advantage. Yes. She means the stepmom. You've been in this house a while. Tell me about the Egertons. Oh, it is not for me to say. Go on, Missy. I'm the police, you know. It is only that Mrs. Egerton, Barbara, she is the most unhappy woman. She has no man, and things do not work out for the way she plans. When a woman is so unhappy, she is not so nice to work for. Unpleasant is she, and what about her children, Franklin and Philippa? Are they unpleasant too? No, Philippa she thinks only of clothes and jewels, like any grand lady. Franklin, I never see him. Always he is coming and going like a shadow. He knows the castle so well, since a boy he plays here. And always he is making something down there. Down where? In the basement. He has a lab down in the basement. What do you know of the guest staying at Ravencourt? Seen him before, have you? Monsieur Fuling, he has been to Ravencourt before, but the others I do not know them. Lord North, he is very popular, but he did not bring friends to the island. Maybe because Mrs. Egerton, she was not very nice. But oh, it is difficult, mister. With only Colin and myself to look after so many people, the cook, she is stuck on the mainland, and the butler has run off. Yes, well, chin up. You'll get through it, girl. No sense complaining about it. Fuck you. Dick. Someone's talking to me. Who's talking to me? Oh, it's just talking in general. Oh, yeah. Now then, Juliet, you're responsible for cleaning and whatnot, isn't that right? So you must be aware that there are deadly booby traps littered all over this house. But it is not my fault. I'm afraid, and I do not touch them. Quite right, you shouldn't touch them, liable to lose a hand. But as you've moved about the house or been in the guest rooms, you must have seen something suspicious. One of the men messing with something he oughtn't, or perhaps the strange supplies amongst his things. One of the men? Come now, my dear, fairly mechanical, these booby traps. Hardly likely to be a woman's doing it, now is it? Fuck you, bub. You are so wise, monsieur. Very well, then, answer the question if you don't mind. She is a big house, monsieur. I have seen nothing except the obvious. The obvious? What is that? I do not like to say, but Monsieur Franklin, he has many tools, as you say, these mechanical things down in the basement. You were here the night North Vandernot died. I want you to tell me about it. Oh, no, I cannot speak of it. Straighten your spine, girl! You must speak of it. I heard you tell Colin something about a horrible look and a scream. I don't like to pass on such horrible stories, but it is true. The butler, he found Lord North, and then he calls me. Such a terrible look on Lord North's face, monsieur, like he had seen the devil. A kind of grimace, was it? Well, death is rarely pretty. Go on. And just before we found the body, there was a terrible cry throughout the whole house. What kind of a cry? Did it sound like Lord North? No. It did not sound like him at all. It didn't sound like anyone, but like it came from... I don't know where. And that is why the butler, he ran away. I would go too, but I have no place to go. Exit. Okie dokie. That is... Listen. Oh. God damn it. Keep clicking the wrong button. I meant to click on it before he got there because I realized what I'd done. Okay. Okay. There we go. That's a nasty looking beast. Must be one of the estate dogs. Why the devil is it loose? I should do something about him before he hurts someone. Bye. What? Listen. Oh, it's noon. Well, I'll play a little longer. Oh, well, I mean, yeah. Oh. That's a lot of traps. Oh god. Regular Noel, regular Noel. Oh, yay. It's a Viper Loop. Saw a faker use one at a sideshow in London. Might come in handy in a place like this. Does it? Oh, person. Hey! Cool. My voice hurts though, because talking and all that, but I'm gonna let people read it. You really can't think of anyone malicious enough to want to kill May Vandernaut. Vandernet, whatever. Vandernaut, no. Yasha? Yeah. Oh, there's no comma. So I thought that was a their Aasimar Barbarian. Your character is level 4? No, your character is level 5, so go ahead and make them level 5. I live with someone who is like massive dyslexia, like worse than yours. So I'm used to it. You can't get heart disease as like a sexual thing, right? Or, I mean, listen. He's just a basement troll. There's nothing wrong with that. Looks like North Vandernot marked all the places he'd been. That bloke sure burnt some shoe leather, not to mention money. But China wasn't one of them. Status of known jewel thieves as of July 1935. Mark Mad Dog Dakota, paroled, North Dakota, famous thefts. Used a horse and lasso to steal jewelry case of Viscountess Godot while she visited Colorado. Was caught and served 10 years. Dirk Chamberlain, incarcerated, Hargate, famous theft. Stole the Star of India from the British Museum and attempted to ransom it back for $25,000. Eric Speedy Tams, incarcerated, Newgate. Used sleight of hand to steal jewels at the Opera House. He could pick the house dry before intermission. He's serving a 10-year term. Federico Diego, a.k.a. the Red Mask, retired. Famous thefts. Attempted a Zorro entrance to a dinner party to steal priceless state jewels. Was given a light sentence and is now at large. He's 82 years old. That's either an 8 or a 3. I prefer to think of it as an 8. It's funnier that way. Dr. Wilson Whomper, incarcerated, New York, famous thefts. A kleptomaniac, Whomper stole from the homes of his high society patients, including the famous Amber Tiger of Manchu. He's now serving a life term. List of known jewel thieves. North was paranoid, but in this house, that's highly appropriate. He may have been onto something here. Good. Ooh. I have a paranoid conviction that someone is after the Bloodstone. Sometimes I wish I'd never set eyes on the thing. I even had Milton gather information about known jewel thieves, but most of them are dead or in prison or unlikely candidates. None have been spotted anywhere near Ravencourt Island. Still, I'm sure there's someone after the stone. I mean, either or. This is a reference book on Spain. Someone must have brought it in here for a library from the library to read. Trash. Huh. Aww. Pardon me, sir. Yes, how to help honorable gentlemen. Pretty sure this guy's faking it. No doubt you're wondering who I am. Do not say please. The great Fu Ling will divine this information. Oh. Go on. You are an old friend of North Vandernot's father. No, I'm not. No, I was testing only. In reality, you were an old school teacher of North's. Listen here, I'm not any old anything. I'm Chief Inspector Parker of Scotland Yard. Oh, how is the great Fu Ling supposed to know that? Jesus. Now then, sir, I assume you came for the funeral. What was your relationship with North Vandernot? I made my acquaintance with North in Shanghai. We had, you might say, a psychic bond. He never been to China. It must be pretty strong if you could predict his death. There's no way you could have traveled all the way from China since North's demise. Oh, no. Fu Ling sees the misunderstanding. No, I was in Liverpool when I received news. Presently, I make the tour of England with my very special act. Fu Ling, is it? What exactly is your profession, sir? I am world-renowned master of wonders. Perhaps you heard of Fu Ling, or seen advertisements for my performances. I am Wizard of the Orient. Nope, you're a magician then. Is that it? That is poor term for my special powers. I studied 10 years with monks in Shanghai. They teach me, to my humble self, the secrets of the universe. Is that so? Must come in handy. How long have you been staying here? It is nearly a week. I was the first to arrive after the unfortunate and tragic event. Then you must have noticed something about this booby-trap business. What is, please, booby-trap business? Surely, man, you've noticed there are deadly traps all over this house. Ah, yes, this is why I stay so faithfully in the smoking lounge. I thought only that house is under dark cloud. There is a proverb. Bad karma can infest house like bees in hive. Clouds and bees have nothing to do with it. It's deliberate, premeditated, attempted murder. If that is professional opinion of honorable policeman. It is. Now then, you must have noticed something since you've been here. Animosities between members of the household, someone being someplace they shouldn't, or mucking about with devices, that sort of thing. So sorry, but regrettably nearsighted and also a little deaf in both ears. Some wizard. Unkind remark of worthy policeman, especially since Fu Ling may have divined one thing. Well, out with it, man. What did you notice? Casting aspirations on another's character, like making spit in the wind, never a good idea. Withholding information from Scotland Yard is an even worse idea. Point is worthy to be taken. Fu Ling, speak. It is the Countess Rodriguez. What about her? Woman is Spanish, yes, and yet she speaks to others of Pamplona Bull Run in June. Yes, what's wrong with it? Pamplona's in Spain, isn't it? Pamplona is in Spain, yes, but the Bull Run, it is in July. Ah, yes, I see. Alright. Any other things? No? Alright. I wonder if it was the dog. Parker surveyed the colorful group in the music room with a detective's trained eye. There were a suspicious-looking lot, and few who did not look suspicious worried him most of all. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. I am Chief Inspector Parker. Not and gesture thing. It was you! Though it will hurt my voice, I will do this thing. And I am Chief Inspector Parker of Scotland Yard, and what has just occurred here is murder. The murder of Milton Masterwood. May Vandernot spoke up timidly. But Chief Inspector, I thought... That is, someone said it was, well, the dogs. It was the dogs, but they were deliberately let out. Is that not so, Mr. Farrow? The gardener sneered. That's right. I just put them back in the kennel. In a state they were. Someone opened the gate 'cause I locked them up tight this morning. Who would do such a thing? Exclaimed a haughty-looking dame. You must be Barbara Vandernot, Parker surmised. The answer to your question is, of course, the same person who has been laying deadly booby traps all over this house. Now, is there anyone on this island besides those gathered in this room? My son isn't present, Barbara Vandernaut said with a long-suffering sigh. Probably in the basement. An earthquake couldn't drag him away from his work. Franklin Egerton? Parker asked. He's a scientist, isn't he? Handy with the gadgets, eh? Just what are you implying? May interrupted, her voice trembling. Oh, but do you really think the killer is one of us? The killer is certainly on the island, Parker answered, and since it is unlikely anyone is out in the storm, that means that someone in this house is responsible for Milton Masterwood's death. Sure. Also, I now have a... Ooh! Tell me about your second backup character. Pause. Actually, I'll read this while you catch up because there's a delay. Juliet spoke up in a frightened whisper. Oh no, Inspector! Vous savez, it is not one of us! It is the Gagarib! Sure. Boragag, spelled backward. North told me that the Bloodstone once belonged to an African tribe, but 5 tribesmen plotted together to steal the stone and sell it. The chief was so angry he had a witch doctor put an evil spirit into the stone. The spirit is the Gagarib, and always it seeks revenge. What utter rot! Commented an elegant-looking young woman with a bone-dry voice. Oh, I made that older than it was. Parker pegged her as Philippa Egerton, Barbara Vandernaut's daughter. It is the truth! Exclaimed Juliet with wide blue eyes. You all heard the cry. When the Gagarib takes its revenge, it will make such a cry. And it happened too the night North died. Actually, it's true, said Dashalot sheepishly. There is a legend like that about the Bloodstone. The 5 tribesmen who stole the stone died in peculiar ways. Let's see if I can remember. The first was frightened to death, died with a look of horror on his face. Juliet exclaimed, Just like North! He had this look! The second tribesman, I believe, was killed by a pack of lions. A dark-haired beauty, who could only be Countess Rodriguez, waved a diamond-encrusted hand. There are no lions in England. I don't know what that accent was. The dogs, said Juliet. Mr. Masterwood was torn apart by animals. Interesting that, Dashalot said with amusement. As for the rest, the 3rd conspirator was burnt up, the 4th drained of blood, and the 5th was disemboweled. Outside the French doors, lightning crashed. Major Gerald Gunn blustered, his face beat red. Absolute rubbish. Listen here, Chief Inspector. When can we get off this island? When the storm clears, Parker answered, looking at them all with grim determination. And that may not be for some time. What the fuck? But what connection did Masterwood have with the stone? Gunn demanded. Why would the Gagarib seek vengeance on him? You see, it's all ballyrot. Dashalot agreed. That's right. If anyone has a link to the stone, it's Gerald and myself. We went with North into the bush when he collected it. Fu Ling spoke up, and it was my humble self who told North of the stone and made the introduction to its owner. There, you see, said Gunn. If this death was linked to the Gagarib business, one of us would have been the victim, not Masterwood. Barbara Vandernaut said maliciously, but Masterwood brokered the sale, didn't you know? The 2 of them were fooling with contracts for days. Major Gunn opened his mouth to speak, but nothing came out. But no one is suggesting that there will be more of these deaths, asks May, shaking her pretty head. Disemboweling and... oh dear. Not on my watch, Parker snapped. There will in fact be more deaths. I do have, Now see here, this is what we're going to do. I have been through the 1st floor and made sure every room is safe. I want you to pair up in rooms on this floor. No one is to be alone at any time. Philippa Egerton smiled at him with a sardonic surprise. Did you say pairs? But wouldn't that leave one of us alone with the murderer? Exactly, Parker said, and because of that, the murderer will not dare act. So guard your partner's life with the greatest care, or you may hang for it. I will sit with May, Countess Rodriguez volunteered at once. She needs someone to look after her. Well, no one is going to be alone with my daughter but me, Barbara announced. I don't care how you split up, only do so, Parker ordered, and I will search the rest of the house. Alone. You are starting Act 2 of the story. In this act, you can explore the basement rooms. You may also want to look again through the rooms on the 1st floor. There are new characters to question, and some you have already met will have new things to say. I'm actually going to stop it there. Human artificer with goggles of night and a bag of holding with the gunsmith subclass. Ooh. Ooh. Exciting. Alrighty. Pause. Cool. So. Oh, come on. trying to leave this screen so that I can get at my OBS. There we go. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Display capture minus. Yeah. Okay. So anyway. So that was Betrapped, which is not done, but I'll save Act 2 for tomorrow. Anyway. Thanks for watching. Sorry if this wasn't exciting as my other videos. Honestly, I did not expect to beat GLaDOS in the first go. And there were some technical difficulties which made it less interesting, I'm sure. Anyway, thanks for coming with me on this, and I'm gonna shut her off now, and hopefully Rick will be back with food before I have to leave. He's got an hour, so it's fine. And I'm gonna work on my D&D campaign for my players in case they die, which they have an 85% chance of doing. Honestly, there are 4 assailants, and each of them have 2 attacks a round. Anyway, I will see you all later, and I hope you have a pleasant day. Goodbye.